Jordan, Egypt, what other countries you think might accept Palestinians from Gaza?
Well, I think Jordan and Egypt will. I know they've spoken about it with you, and they say they're not going to accept. I say they will. But I think other countries will accept also. I think that Gaza maybe is a demolition site right now. If you look at Gaza, it's all, I mean, there's hardly a building standing, and the ones that are going to collapse. You can't live in Gaza right now, and I think we need another location. I think it should be a location that's going to make people happy. You look over the decades, it's all death in Gaza. This has been happening for years. It's all death. If we can get a beautiful area to resettle people permanently in nice homes and where they can be happy and not be shot, not be killed, not be knifed to death like what's happening in Gaza. And right now you have in Gaza a very dangerous situation in terms of explosives all over the place, in terms of tunnels that nobody knows who's in the tunnel. The whole thing is a mess. And I think that if we can resettle, and I believe we can do it in areas where the leaders currently say no. I mean, I've been saying that with Mexico, having to do with the border and all of the things, and you saw what happened, 10,000 soldiers, and they're going to do a good job. I really believe that, and I believe Canada's going to do a good job also. They said the same thing, and then they did something much different than what you were hearing. This is a very, very difficult situation, but we're going to get it solved. I don't think people should be going back to Gaza. I think that Gaza has been very unlucky for them. They've lived like hell. They lived like you're living in hell. Gaza is not a place for people to be living. And the only reason they want to go back, and I believe this strongly, is because they have no alternative. What's the alternative? Go where? There's no other alternative. If they had an alternative, they'd much rather not go back to Gaza and live in a beautiful alternative that's safe.
100%. And I'm actually going to show you in a few minutes after this ends, I'm going to show you a Gazan man actually begging Donald J. Trump and Netanyahu to get him out of Gaza. He wants out. I would say at least 50%, maybe more of the population wants out of Gaza. And you're hearing their voices every single day on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook, all these social media platforms where Gazans are going online and saying, I want out, get me out, open the border. Here's a video of a Gazan man speaking to Donald J. Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu. It's transliterated into English, but I'll also give my sort of, translation and check it out.
وبعدين معك يا ترامب انت ونتنياهو يعني الحين انتم بتعملوا جكر وجايين تفلموا علينا.
What is going to be with you, Netanyahu and Trump? You are making a joke and you are filming us, meaning like you are like fooling us. You know, you're making a joke out of us.
وتقولوا هجرة ومش هجرة وبدنا نعمل غزة وبعدين نجيبكم.
First you say we're going to emigrate, then you say you're not going to emigrate, then you say we're going to build Gaza, you're going to come back. And then
مش راضية والأردن مش راضية ومش عارف مين مش راضي. يا عم احنا بدناش مهمكم تهجروا هنا.
Egypt is not happy and Jordan says no. And what do we want? What do we want as Gazans? Listen to us.
انت بس افتح المعبر وما لكش دعوة. ما تحكيش ولا كلمة. انت ما لكش. انا بدي اسافر. حدا شريكي. انت شريكي. انا بدي اضل في غزة. حدا شريكي. ما حدش شريكي. اذا انا ضليت ما حدش شريكي. واذا انا سافرت ما حدش.
He says, just leave it all to us. We want to leave. Just open the border and we will all go out. I myself have no partners if I stay in Gaza, and I have no partners if I leave Gaza. Just let me out, open the border, and let me out.
شريكي بس إلي إيش إني أطلع بالقانون وأعدي بالقانون واحترم الجميع والجميع يحترمني.
He says, I deserve freedom to leave and to stay, to respect everyone and to receive respect in kind so that everyone respects me. So basically to be a normal citizen. You know, I should have freedom of movement, basically.
صح ولا لا؟ هكذا المطلب الصحيح. فأنا بترجاكم أنتوا الجوز يا سيادة الرئيس نتنياهو أنت وسيادة الرئيس إيش اسمه ترامب.
He forgot there that he was talking to Donald J. Trump, but he's saying, Netanyahu, I beg you, Trump, I beg you.
افتح يا عمي، افتح المعبر وملكوش دعوة، ملكوش دعوة خالص. انت بس هتلاحق الدب جوازات.
Open the border. We will leave. We will leave. Take no responsibility.
هتجيب كل الخدمات اللي فتني ورا بعض ورا بعض ورا بعض وهيتقني بس.
He's saying, open the border. Believe me, you will not even have time to stamp the passports. We will leave so quick, you won't have time to stamp the passports because we'll just be filing out like a horde of people.
افتح المعبر، افتح المعبر، اولادنا ضاعوا.
Open the borders. Open the borders.
افتح المعبر، ما تتحججش، ما تقعدش تقول
Stop making excuses. Stop making constant excuses that you're going to do this and you're going to do that.
افتح.
All right, so that was the Gazan man being very, I would say, not only like emotional, but also pretty comical in that address to Donald J. Trump and Netanyahu. Like, let me out, let my people go, in a reference to the Jewish people leaving Egypt. Let the Gazans out. They want to leave. Let them go to a better place. Israelis have no problem with Gazans living a great life. It just doesn't make sense for them to be in Gaza. Israel should annex Gaza, take it over, and it's the only way that Gaza can become a beautiful place is if Israel decides to take it over.